The storm. After the burial. When Zeba's husband, Kasongo, died in a road accident, her world crumbled. The family that once called her our daughter turned cold. Kasongo's brothers blamed her for his death. On the 7th day after the burial, they forced her out of the house. "No son of this family dies for nothing," one shouted. Carrying only a bag and her daughter, Zeba returned to her late parents' home in Kasai, broke and broken. She cried for nights, not just for Kasongo but for the shame, for the injustice, and for the weight of raising a child alone in a world that did not see her. Zeba worked at a local clinic. By day she wore a smile for her patients, but at night she sat on her mat whispering, "God, I don't understand, but I will not let go of you." Her only comfort came from Mama Kappa, her late husband's mother, who refused to join in the rejection. She would call and pray, "My daughter, God sees. He collects every tear. Your ashes will become beauty." But Zeba didn't believe in love anymore. She believed in surviving, until the women's revival came to town. On the 2nd day of the 3-day women's revival at Living Word Church, Zeba went out of obligation. She sat quietly at the back. But then, Pastor Tunde took the microphone. "God told me there is a woman here abandoned, forgotten, carrying a child and a wound. But heaven says, you are not forsaken. Your story is not over." The words hit her like a flood. She wept loudly, unashamed. People gathered around to pray for her. And for the first time in 2 years, she felt held. Not by a man, but by God. Pastor Juvenal didn't know Neva's name that day, but something stirred in his spirit. A month later, he visited the clinic she worked at to pray for a sick elder. He recognized her immediately. She smiled, shy, but different. Over time, friendship grew. Quiet walks after church, shared prayers. Chinelo, Zeba's daughter, called him Uncle Jay. One day, Juvenal said gently, "I know what it means to lose love. I lost my wife 5 years ago, but I believe God restores. Zeba, can we walk this new journey together, not behind closed doors, but in the light of God?" 2 years after her heartbreak, Zeba stood in front of a crowd at Living Word Church. Wearing a beautiful Ankara dress and tears of joy, she said, "When I had nothing, God became everything. He restored my voice, my dignity, and my heart. Today, I say yes not just to a man, but to a second chance God gave me." The congregation cheered. Pastor Juvenal stepped up beside her, holding Chinelo in one hand and her